You've done the work. You've read the books, you've watched the videos, maybe even bought the planner or taken the course. But when it comes time to actually do the thing, you freeze, you avoid, you shut down, and you beat yourself up on not following through on what you know you should be able to. And so you start wondering, what's wrong with me? Why do I keep getting stuck like this, even when I know better? If that sounds familiar, I want you to hear this clearly and with no judgment. The real reason you're stuck, even with all the knowledge and tools, is because most advice out there skips the most important part. How to bridge the gap between knowing what to do with how to do it, and then as a result, being able to do it. So that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So let's start with the myth that so many high achievers get trapped in. If I just learn the right system, I'll follow through. And so you keep looking for the right video, the right productivity method, the right new app to fix your productivity, the right morning routine. You collect information, but nothing sticks because you don't know how to synthesize it, because knowledge lives in your cognitive brain. But follow through is about emotional regulation, and it requires safety in your nervous system. If you've ever said, I know what to do and I want to do it, I just can't, that's your body telling you something about this feels unsafe. And unsafe doesn't have to mean physically dangerous. It can mean vulnerable, risky, overwhelming, or it's tied to past patterns of shame and guilt, maybe even fear. So your freeze isn't a failure, it's a protective response. And when we treat it like a discipline issue, we only reinforce the cycle. Most people who get stuck at the follow-through stage are dealing with one or more of these things. These hidden blocks. Self-trust erosion. You've broken so many promises to yourself out of survival, not choice, that now even small commitments feel loaded. You don't feel like you'll follow through, so you resist trying at all. Nervous system overload. You're trying to move forward, but under the surface, you're operating in a stress response. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And no to-do list will regulate a dysregulated system. And lastly, misaligned structure. You've been trying to squeeze your entire life into someone else's system, or the system you think you should be able to conform to. One built for a completely different season of life and regulation. So instead of feeling more supported, it leaves you feeling more depleted. So the issue isn't that you need more tools. You need different tools that work with you and your lived experience, not against it. If this is hitting home and you're realizing that maybe you're not the problem, I made something for you. It's a free resource called the Self-Trust Guide, and it helps you rebuild your follow-through from the inside out without relying on shame or pressure. You can grab it below in the description or just comment guide and I'll send it your way. It's a powerful first step in reconnecting with your inner compass. So what actually does bridge the gap between knowing and doing? Learning to make and keep small compassionate promises with yourself. Not big declarations, but tiny, doable micro commitments that rebuild your sense of, I can do this. Then noticing when your body is in fight or flight, or freeze, or fawn, and learning gentle ways to come back to center. That might mean slowing down before speeding up, resting without guilt, learning to let go of all or nothing thinking. And lastly, you don't need someone else's perfect plan, or even your own perfect plan. You need genuine support scaffolding, rhythms, rituals, and reminders that work for your brain in your life to achieve your goals. And most importantly, you need to know how to build it on your own and adapt it on the day-to-day. Flexible structure, not rigid routines, ironically, is what helps you move consistently on the day-to-day. And that's exactly what we work on inside my program. Because healing the freeze doesn't come from doing better. It comes from feeling seen, supported, and being given permission to build your life on something more sustainable than perfection. If you're one of many who said, I've tried everything and nothing sticks, then I want to invite you to take the next step. Just a conversation. My program is meant to help you rebuild the internal architecture of self-trust, nervous system safety, and sustainable structure, so you don't just know what to do, you can actually do it, and how to self-prescribe what you need as your season changes, consistently and with compassion. If you're curious if it's a good fit, then book your free discovery call below. We'll talk through where you're stuck, what you've already tried, and what you need to make the shift to move forward. You're not too late. You're just building from a place that most systems overlook. And once you have the right foundation, everything changes. And as always, stay in this corner of the internet as long as you need.